This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Regina Leake.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Good Neighbor Podcast here in South Charlotte. And I'm excited to have a repeat podcaster. Jonathan Leake is one of the owners of Hydrate Medical that started right here in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, right here. Yep, on East Boulevard. It was our first location.
Well, welcome. And, just from reading a little bit, you were ahead of the curve. I think you were one of the first in all of the United States. Tell us a little bit about the business model.
Yeah, so I'm a emergency medicine doctor by training, and my business partner, Keith Paris, is a nurse practitioner with a big ER background as well. And so we worked in the ER together. And so we kind of kept seeing people, when they were sick and run down. And so, we kind of started to think about what could we do outside of the ER to help people kind of be healthier and kind of boost their health and wellness instead of just taking care of them when they were sick. And at the time, really, this kind of hangover clinic thing was just starting to pop up. There was one in Vegas, there was one in Chicago, one in Miami, maybe one in New Orleans. But wasn't really super popular or, something that people were doing. And so, we saw that and kind of thought about the vitamin infusion thing. And, we thought, well, Charlotte isn't, a super party city where you could just, do hangover trips all day and that's all. And so we ended up kind of putting together this more of a wellness model of using these, IV hydration drips to really kind of take care of people and help boost their overall health and wellness and help keep them out of the ER when they are sick.
That is so cool. So how long has it been since your first location?
2014 was our first one. So we're, working on year 11 now of the East Boulevard location.
Oh my God. And I know, how many locations do you have now?
So we have 8 locations now and soon to be 9. You guys can be the first one to know. We'll be opening Mooresville sometime this spring. We haven't really announced that yet, but we're just starting construction up there. So.
Yay. Yeah. Another hot part of the metro area.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put my consumer question hat on right now because I'm super curious about how it works. So let's say I'm very interested in just the overall well-being, boosting my energy. How do you decide what goes into my infusion?
Yeah, well, what's great is we use all registered nurses, RNs, that have a ton of experience in training with us. Almost all of them are emergency medicine nurses that have at least 2 years of experience before they come to us. So you've got this super qualified, nurse that's taking care of you when you come in. And so you can, kind of look through our website and we have various drips. We kind of targeted them towards symptoms and ailments. So, are you suffering from jet lag or a viral illness, kind of chronic fatigue, or maybe even have a hangover. But you just kind of, you can look through that and select. But when you get in, really, the nurse is working with you to kind of help pick exactly what's best for you and help kind of fine tune that drip for you. We also always have a nurse practitioner or PA on call that, if you have a more complicated question or it's your first time, even they'll see you and kind of talk about your history and what you're really looking for. And so, now we're kind of fine tuning this drip, right? How much B12 are you going to get for that energy, vitamins, B complex that can help your overall cell health. Maybe you need some vitamin C to kind of, boost your immunity and help detoxify. We also have glutathione, which is this really super powerful antioxidant detoxifier that really helps with skin health as well. So lots of options.
That's amazing. So I noticed online you offer memberships, which tells me you have a lot of people that are very committed to this. And so how often should you come? I guess it depends on why, but kind of walk us through how it works.
Yeah, so I think that, most people that are looking for overall wellness boost, or anti-aging or skin health or those sort of goals, that's where you're really wanting to make it part of your kind of like overall health regimen. Just like you might schedule regular massages or, regular facials or other, treatments like that. I think thinking of this, like, how do I incorporate this into my general health and wellness routine so that I can kind of get the most out of it? And so what we see kind of works best for that is starting with some sort of kind of induction phase where you're coming in and you're doing, basically once a week for 2 or 3 infusions. And that's just kind of trying to get your levels up, of all the vitamins, really getting your body healthy. And then after that, most people are coming about once or twice a month for maintenance. And our memberships are kind of targeted at that. We have memberships that include 1 drip a month and then discounts on anything else. And then we have memberships that include 2 drips a month, kind of depending on what you're looking for. And they've got all sort of other awesome perks that make them all worth it as well.
So I guess the hangover one, are you doing it before you drink or after
Yeah,
the
so
big
it'd
one?
be fun. Like we almost have this like team pregame and team postgame, debate with this. And so we have some clients that really love using it before a weekend, where they know they're going to be super active. Maybe they're playing golf
At
on
the Super Bowl
Saturday.
party.
Right, exactly. Yeah, maybe they're playing golf on Sunday and Super Bowl Sunday night, and then have to go to work Monday. And so that's a great time to really get the hydration in, kind of get the antioxidants on board. You're kind of setting your body up for that. And then, other people really like getting it post game, right? And so it's, hey, I overdid it a little bit last night. It's Saturday morning. I'm not feeling great. And maybe I have to go to a kid's soccer game or, have an active Saturday. And so it's great. You come in, you're in and out in less than an hour and, really kind of helps you get your day back and help you, get back to feeling great.
Well, I noticed, you guys have this package, it looks like for wedding day drips, and you have mobile service. So that sounds so fun. Very, very
Yeah.
unique idea. Explain that.
Yeah, we've saved a lot of wedding days, and it's probably usually the grooms that we end up like having to come in and save. But I think the wedding, I always joke about this, the kind of the wedding weekend thing is like this recipe for disaster. And that Friday night, all your friends come in from out of town, everybody that you haven't seen in forever, and you all get together. And then Saturday you have to like do this wedding, right? And so a lot of people wake up Saturday morning going, "Oh my gosh, what did I do last night?" And I have to get ready for this wedding. And so we've saved many a wedding day by, rushing in and treating wedding parties, on their site while they're getting ready. We have some beautiful, fun pictures of brides getting ready, getting their hair done while they're getting their IV infusion and getting ready for it, looking great. So
I think I saw that on Beverly Hills Housewives.
yeah, yeah. Well, it happened here in
But
Charlotte first.
right. And I mean, you just made it so easy and accessible. I think most of us, including myself, would have thought of that as something far out, only for elite athletes, but you've made it, obvious that just any of us can benefit from this.
Absolutely, and I think that, it also though takes this kind of focus on safety and realizing that, we really took a medical approach to this. And so again, physician and nurse practitioner owned. We have these really great protocols in place to really kind of ensure safety. And we're doing about 3,000 treatments a month now across our brand. And to be able to do that and have this awesome, amazing safety profile that we have, I think really comes from, this kind of focus of, patient safety and really putting our clients first in that.
Do you take walk-ins or do you need an appointment?
We do, yeah. Probably in a given day, about half of our visits are appointments and about half are walk-ins. We're really responsive to text, email, and you can book online. So even if it's just 30 minutes out, often booking online will help just kind of assure that we're ready for you when you get there. But we have a lot of people that like to walk in as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a couple's Valentine's gift now. Can you do two people in one room?
We can, yeah. So each of our clinics is set up with kind of a couch room that'll have like a group area that you could bring the whole gang and hang out. And then we have some private rooms with just one or two chases. So you can, either be treated with a friend, or as a couple. And then we're going to have this amazing Valentine's Day special where you actually get two deluxe strips for $249. So it's like a great way to come in and celebrate.
Hey, I'm in. So what time of day is ideal for doing this and planning?
Yeah, so our clinics are open 10 to 6 Monday through Thursday, and then 10 to 3 on the weekends. So we are open 7 days a week. So, really flexible in that. But, it really depends on what you're trying to get out of it. If you've got a big event in the evening, certainly getting it midday or early afternoon might be great. If you're feeling a slow start one morning, then, coming in the morning can be really good. So it's really just about, kind of personalizing it based on, what you're looking for your benefits and what works in your schedule.
Can you work out after a drip?
Yeah, we usually recommend waiting about half an hour to an hour just to let the site kind of fully recover where the IV was placed. But after that, it's totally fine. We see people do that all the time, that are preparing for maybe a CrossFit competition in the afternoon and will come in first thing in the
Okay.
morning to get kind of
Oh,
boosted up.
wow. Yeah, I'm super excited. So with the business you built, what are you most proud of?
Yeah, I think, just the size and our safety record, I think are the two things that we're just, really super proud of. We've got this amazing reputation. When we first opened, I think here in Charlotte, people didn't really know about what IV hydration was. We had a lot of skepticism from the medical community, but now every day we have doctors' offices that are sending us clients. Maybe someone has strep throat and is dehydrated. Maybe they have hyperemesis or vomiting from pregnancy, and they're obese, sending them in to us to keep them out of the ER. And so I think it's just been great to kind of see that build of like reputation and safety and trust, in our community, both on the medical side and in our clients. You look at our Google reviews and people just rave about the care they get, and are really happy about the professionalism of the people that take care of them and the beauty of the space. So.
Well, congratulations. You've done
thank
something
you.
very amazing. And it's wonderful to have you back on the show a second time. So
Thanks
tell
so
our
much.
listeners how to find you guys.
Yeah, so hydratemedical.com, and there you'll be able to see all our locations. We're also on social as Hydrate Medical. And so we'd love to hear from you, and you can book right there, or feel free to reach out with any questions.
Fantastic. Great talking to you again, Jonathan.
Nice
Have a
talking to
great
you.
day.
Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpsouthcharlotte.com. That's gnpsouthcharlotte.com, or call 980-351-5719.